Have you ever wondered what a psychopath is? A psychopath is someone who has a personality disorder with a combination of behavioral traits including antisocial behavior, callousness, and low levels of empathy and interpersonal emotions. However, the term psychopath isn't a clinical diagnosis like antisocial personality disorder or sociopath. Instead, it's used to describe the most extreme form of a person with ASPD. But how do they think? What kind of thought process do they have? Let's take a look at 7 ways that psychopaths think. Number 1, they don't see things from other people's point of view. This is called theory of mind or TOM, which is the ability to understand that other people have different thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. Psychopaths lack this ability, so when interacting with others, they usually only consider their own needs and wants and disregard how their actions affect others. It also makes it difficult for them to have meaningful relationships since they can't empathize or have compassion for others. Number 2, they think in absolutes. Psychopaths tend to think in black and white terms. There's no room for shades of gray. Something is either good or bad, right or wrong, with no in-between. For example, they may view the law as the ultimate authority and consider themselves above it, or they may believe that they are justified in their criminal activities because they are only acting in their own self-interests. This type of thinking allows them to rationalize their behavior and helps them justify their actions to themselves. Number 3, they blame others for their problems. Psychopaths often lack remorse or shame, and instead of taking responsibility for their actions, they will blame others. They will shift the blame to someone or something else, refusing to acknowledge their own role in creating the problem. For example, a psychopath who commits a crime will likely blame their accomplice for coercing them into doing it, claiming that they had no choice but to participate. This allows them to maintain a positive self-image and avoid feelings of guilt or shame. Number 4, they manipulate and exploit others. Psychopaths are often very skilled at manipulation and exploitation. They will use any means necessary to get what they want, even if it means harming others. For example, they may use false promises or threats to get someone to do their bidding, or they may exploit a situation for their own gain. They are willing to take advantage of anyone, even those close to them, in order to achieve their goals. Number 5, they justify their manipulative and exploitative behavior. Although psychopaths will often manipulate and exploit others, they will often justify their behavior by claiming that they were only acting in their own self-interest, or that the other person deserved it. For example, a psychopath who cheats on their partner may claim that it was only because their partner wasn't meeting their needs, or that their partner deserved it because they were unfaithful. This allows them to maintain a positive self-image and avoid feelings of guilt or shame. Number 6, they have a grandiose sense of self-worth. Despite their manipulative and exploitative behavior, psychopaths often have a grandiose sense of self-worth. They believe that they are better than others and that they deserve special treatment. For example, they may believe that they are entitled to certain privileges, or that they should be exempt from certain rules and regulations. This inflated sense of self-importance often leads to arrogance and entitlement. And number 7, they focus on short-term goals rather than long-term rewards. Psychopaths are often more concerned with immediate gratification than long-term rewards. They are more likely to engage in risky behavior and are less likely to plan for the future. For example, a psychopath may choose to engage in criminal activity because it offers the promise of quick and easy money. Even though it could lead to long-term consequences such as imprisonment, this focus on short-term goals rather than long-term rewards is likely due to their lack of empathy and poor impulse control. So what are some interesting facts about psychopaths that you didn't know before? Some interesting facts about psychopaths is that they can sometimes be charming and charismatic, which can make it difficult for people to recognize the signs of psychopathy. They often have a high level of intelligence, which can make them more manipulative and deceptive. And they are often able to hold down jobs and maintain a normal life, which can make it difficult to distinguish them from other people. However, it's important to remember that not all psychopaths are violent and dangerous. In fact, many psychopaths live relatively normal lives and don't engage in criminal activity. But if you ever encounter someone who exhibits these traits, it's important to be aware of the potential risks and take appropriate precautions. Did you find this video insightful or educational? Tell us in the comments below. Please like and share it with friends that might find value in this video too. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.